What's up, guys? We are live here with Jay Pagliaro, or we're about to be, Big JAYbowski, and we're going to talk some football as soon as I can figure it out. In case you guys haven't noticed, everything on here is, I don't script anything. I just want to go straight from the gut, and that's what this is all about. Here we go. Not much. I'm trying to figure out why I'm sideways on this thing. I don't know what the heck's going on here. No, it ain't you. It's definitely. I can't. All right. As long as you got me. As long as you got me. What's going on? What's going on? I got actually. We're going dual live now. I'm live on YouTube as well. We'll figure out how this goes. Yeah. You there? Oh yeah. It's live, so it's. I guess it's going right away. Thank you, man. That's the whole point of it. I know there's a lot of exercises out there that a lot of people are intimidated to do, and I want them to be able to just watch this and be like, I could do that, and I could do that there. And I don't want people to be intimidated to walk into gyms. Hopefully, it's my gym, but if whatever, just everyone just stay fit and whatever. And I also, my degrees in communication, so I'm trying to, be in the sports media light, and that's why I'm gonna make my own channel. I'll get my own interviews and stuff. And I already started off big with Greg Hardy. He was my first, and everything. I love it. I'm having a lot of fun with it. Hey, that's fine, man. I had my opinions on him as well, and like I said, it took a big man to come in there and just like he put his head down, he got to work. He knew that everyone had an opinion on him, and as I said in the video, he had a target on his back, and he was able to put that aside from, and he tried to move forward from it, and it was really big, and it was I thought it was awesome. Like I said, he kept calling me coach, coach. Everyone was coach, yes sir, no sir, and you know, everyone deserves a second chance, and he's really making the best of it. I mhm. Yeah, yeah, for sure, for sure. And he's got a baby girl now, and things I'm sure have changed in his light. And even before that, I just, he I could just tell that, like, whatever whatever I saw in the news and whatever he was, I never saw that person in person. And I'm always a believer, and I've caught heat over this before with working with people when I was working with XX Tentacion, may he rest in peace. That people, if they're willing to get a second chance, then I'm willing to give it to them. We've all made mistakes, and sometimes it takes a big person to be able to see that. If I'm willing to give someone a second chance, trust me, I'm not willing to give them a third. So I right now I see him doing great things with his second chance. Yeah, yeah. Mhm. Nobody owes you don't owe it to anybody, but it's good of you to think that way. That's I just feel we're it's good that we're open about it. Yeah. Mighty Quinn MMA. Just search Mighty Quinn MMA. It'll come up. I'll be all dolled up in a vest with a microphone, looking the part, and then I'll have some videos on there. You'll learn how to do push-ups, prep for pull-ups, some jujitsu and boxing techniques, and the interviews. I'll be posting more next week. Well, hurricane permitted. Actually, you can kind of see my I'm all boarded up already. But yeah, we're in the middle of a hurricane. Well, we're about to be hit by a hurricane, folks. Apparently, it's going to go a little north of us. Fingers crossed, but we're all ready. So we're in dungeon mode right now. Yeah, well, I mean, it's not scary yet, but it will be in 36 hours or so. Yeah. Blue collar explanation. That's how I need to learn. So why would I try and polish the turd? Yeah. Yeah. I did not see that coming. I not this season anyway. Polite. Yeah. That just happened today, right? Because I just saw it today, or was it last night? Yeah. I just saw that right before we went live. That was surprising move, especially with that position. They're a little weak now. They must be trying to make moves for something else. Joe Douglas said that they were going to be active on the waiver wire before the start of before kickoff of the first season game. So that could be the prep for things, the precursor for things. Mm. I mean, as a Jet fan, I mean, they went through the draft, they spent $100 million, and then they fired their GM. It's what's going? That couldn't be more back asswards. But I mean, that's the Jets. But and it's just they've made some great moves considered. They still got some things to work on. But that was if that wasn't the precursor for how this offseason was going to go, then I don't know what else is. And then of course the big one was Andrew Luck retiring, which good for him. I feel a lot of people don't agree with it. They say he's not tough enough. I think that they should shut their mouths. They don't know what's going on. The man played with a severed kidney, and I think that was big of him. That was a big decision, and I don't think we're done seeing him in the NFL. I think he's going to make a great offensive coordinator. He's clearly brilliant. Or I heard that he has a connection. His father's in the XFL or something like that. Maybe he'll stop off over there for a little while. Who knows? But we haven't seen the end of Andrew Luck yet. Yes. Okay. Mhm. 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 Yeah, his neck injuries. You there? You froze on me. I was just gonna say he had to strap up. He had to strap up Hulk Hogan's red and yellow boots. That's what that guy had to do, and people just don't get it. And he brought them up. He brought them up. Like I remember they beat the Texans, who won 11 games that year. I mean, and he brought that program up, and they didn't get behind him. It's very similar to the Barry Sanders situation. They didn't build behind him, except Barry went out on his own terms. Good for him, but it's very unfair the way some of the media has been treating him. Nope. Yes. Honestly, I bet his teammates were like, "I love you, man. You've been a leader. It's time to put it down." It's like we go through with fighters. Like we don't want to see you go through that anymore, man. It's time to hang him up. I bet that's what his teammates said. We don't know what happens behind closed doors. I'm sure other people had other opinions, but I he seems like the kind of guy, and I know people who have met him personally, that the kind of guy where this decision was supported. Mhm. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, I'm with you, and I've been guilty of that myself, and I'm with you. Like, and he just like you said, they just knows nothing. You know, I've been on now both sides of that. You know, being an athlete myself and everything, and it's just like that's when you realize, like, man, they just don't get it. And I wish Andrew well. Yeah, can't believe it. Hmm. Tell me about it. They did an offer for him too, and I think that that was way better of a return. Like I mean, I'm with you. The bag of potato chips, like that's but it's interesting though. Okay, like again, we don't know what goes on behind closed doors. I remember when Antonio Brown went to Oakland for a fifth round pick. It was like, damn, anyone could have done that. Maybe there's some more there that we don't know. I mean, personally, I think that Clowney he's definitely played well. I thought he was going to be a little bit better. But that's not to say that he's not going to be better. That doesn't mean that at all. Maybe he's going to fit better in that organization. Actually, it's funny when people trade picks and people like myself freak out like, oh, a fifth pick, a third pick. These teams have something in mind, I think, with those picks. They're going to either parlay that and trade it for another pick, trade up, trade down, whatever. I read an analytics book about how the Cowboys how they traded their draft picks when they did the Herschel Walker deal and how they programmed it, and it was pretty amazing. I think that there's more to it that we're going to see Houston do with the draft next year. But but as of right now, yeah, bag of potato chips is definitely the way to go about it. Mhm. Mhm. Yeah. Hmm. Right. Yeah. Yeah, actually, now that I think about it, I want to see how many draft picks Houston has last year. I know they traded, they traded for the receiver from Denver. I can't think of his name last year, right? Yes, they traded for him, which is a great move. I wonder if they traded some. I forgot what the trade was for that, but I wonder if they lost some draft picks and they need some draft picks for next year. But anyway, well, we'll see. We'll see what happens. It hasn't even been kickoff yet. Yep. Well, first of all, I'm a little nervous. I remember their Fool's Gold year of 2015. We have a very favorable schedule this year. We've made some moves. We spent some money. I do worry about their secondary, aside from their safeties or safety as of right now. Jeremy May is hurt, but yeah, I could see them winning 10 games. I right now I'm going to be happy with 9-7, but I could see them winning 10 games. That sixth, Colin Coward, he brought up a very good point. That sixth AFC seed is wide open, and I think the Jets could be in the running for that. That Monday night game against Cleveland is going to be huge. It's week 2, I believe, of the season. That could be the deciding factor, and we'll get into that later when we do the predictions. But I, I think I could see them winning 9-7. I'll be very happy with 10-6 for that sixth seed. Mm-hmm. Another one. Yeah. I couldn't stand the Adam Gase signing. I couldn't stand the guy as a coach, but I really do like what's been going on lately. Their offense does seem explosive, which we have not seen as Jets fans in a long time. That slot receiver they got, Crowder, is looking pretty good. I think that everyone's like, oh, they're going to stack the box against Bell, but then you got to realize then we're going to spread that field pretty well too with those receivers. And it really stinks that Herndon, he's getting that suspension. That dude was blossoming, and he's not done yet either. But uh, I think that there's going to be a little more to that offense than Le'Veon Bell. I mean, if there's going to have to be if that's all they plan on. I just hope that Robbie Anderson can be a head case. I hope he keeps his head clean, his nose clean. Yeah. Hmm. Yeah, he might be the best receiver on the team. Yeah, Bell might be the best receiver on the team right now. Bell might be the best receiver on the team right now. Well, time will tell. Yeah, you can't just all plan on one. They like if they make it a wide receiver two offense, Sam Darnold will take advantage of that. Mhm.